Alright, so I'm almost finished edging out the border of the track, but right here in this area I have a hairpin turn, and the original track came with these borders which are meant for standard curves, and as you can see it doesn't work with the shorter track that we use for our hairpin turn. So on this part of the track in this area, I'm going to try to mimic this border just using this basic existing styrofoam. So I'm going to try to trace around it and kind of make my edging. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to do it with one hand while I hold the phone to try to record it for you guys. But this is just a rough draft and just sketching of how much depth and width I'll need to actually go around this turn, so the cars will be able to make this turn no problem. Alright, so it's not perfect. Like I said, it's just a rough draft, but I'm going to go ahead and trace this out a little bit more and then come back over it with my box cutter and carve it out. But this will give the cars enough room where when they turn around this turn, they won't get caught up or won't stop. They'll be able to make the turn. So I'm gonna finish edging out this, carve it out, remove the bottom layer, and bring you guys back and give you a look at how it came out. Okay guys, so we got that part of the track cut out. As you can see, I got my edging that I made, and this is the process before I start to round it off the sharp cornering on it and the sandpaper. But I noticed in this area last time when the cars came around, and once I finish everything and glue the track down, this will kind of give you guys a little bit of an ideal of the depth the cars will have for a border. But last time I noticed the cars was getting stuck when they turned. So what I'm going to do is take my X-Acto knife and go ahead and try to level out a little bit of this styrofoam. So I'm going to start to remove some of the layers of the styrofoam and thinning it out a little bit, just so it's kind of even and flush with where the track sits at. So once I'm done with that process, I'll bring you guys back, show you that process, and I'll go ahead and put the track back together where all the edging and border work that I've done for today has been done. Kind of give you guys a look at how the final product is going to come out and look like once we're done with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the layers of this, and I'll come right back and show you guys how it came out. Alright guys, so we got our piece of styrofoam, and I'm just gonna show you basically what I'm gonna be doing to remove some of the layers. But pretty much I'm just gonna take my time and gradually pull out some of the thickness. Oh, don't want to stab myself. But slowly pull out some of the thickness of the styrofoam. I'm just taking my razor sideways. As you can see, just removing some of the depth of it. But I'm gonna go ahead and go around the whole entire area of this styrofoam. I don't want it too thin. I'm just trying to keep it around this width, like I say, so that it's just flush with the track, and when the cars go around the turn, they have no problem turning and they don't lose power or speed or anything. So I'm gonna finish that, put the track back together, and bring you guys back. So you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this and how it's coming out. It's a slow process, kind of time consuming, but you can kind of get an ideal of that depth. And like I said, I just want to keep it flush with the track, so we're just removing some of it, but not the entire base of it. And just have a little bit more to remove on this side. That one can tell kind of went a little too deep, so I'm gonna come back, cut a little bit more. It wasn't all the way cut, fully cut down on that one. But if I do lose a lot of styrofoam or more than I wanted to, I'm just gonna come back and backfill it with some plaster of Paris to make everything level. Just removing some of the rough edges here. But everything else seemed to come out pretty good. It's always when you get to the end, things start to happen. Let me continue to cut back on this a little bit more to try to get it out. Alright, so I've got a bunch of mess going on, to be expected when you're cutting styrofoam. But we're almost there, guys. And like I say, any imperfections that I have created, I'm not too much worried about, because I'll fix them. But the goal was to try to get a nice and flawless cut through it, but not all the time does it work out that way. So we just make some adjustments and fix it the best that we can. I'm gonna try to remove a little bit of this stuff out of the way so you guys can see a little bit better. But we're almost there with 1/2 of the track. The track is 4 feet wide by 8 feet long. So this is 4-foot sections that I'm doing at a time. Let me just place it down to kind of see where I'm at. Let's see if I can cut that a little bit more. needed. Alright, so it looks like it's fitting fairly nice. Like I said, this is the rough draft. A lot of stuff won't be perfect the very first time, so there will be some adjustments being made. But so far, it's been good. I'm just going to test one of the cars to make sure that I got enough width. If it was to slide out. Seems okay, it's kind of tight, but I'm going to cut that back a little bit, so that should help give it a little bit of room. And right now, I'll give you guys a demonstration of what I was just talking about earlier as far as rounding out the edges of the styrofoam. So I'm just taking my box cutter and cutting on it lightly to the side, just kind of shaving it away. And the depth all depends on how far a person will want it to go back, how round you may want it. If you want to leave it sharp, a person could do that. It's your own preference. Again, let me specify I'm no pro at any type of the work that I'm doing. Is just things that I've taught myself and learned over the years. And I just enjoy sharing with you guys. And for some people who may not know basic techniques when it comes to building dioramas and working with styrofoam and stuff. So don't quote everything I say. Again, I'm no pro. This is just a method that I like to use whenever I'm building my racetracks. Again, just coming sideways with my blade, carving out or shaving just that edging off of there. Give it a nice round border. And if you do decide to try this method, always remember when you are working with a knife, be careful of your hands. You know, a lot of the times I kind of lose track of my hand positioning, but I've been doing it for quite a while. I work with a box cutter every day, so, but be careful, watch out for your fingers, don't cut any off. And I'm going to come right here and do the exact same thing to our edging on our straight track. And where the styrofoam rests up against the track, I do want to make sure that edging is very straight. So when I glue down my track and my styrofoam, everything fits together. So I'm going to take it back just a little bit more. And again, with a new razor blade, it helps out tremendously. All right, guys, so that's how I like to carve out my edging around the track. And right now I'm going to show you guys how I take my sandpaper and just smooth it out and sand it down a little bit. All right, so I'm done making my edging. I do recommend that if you do have track, remove your track before you do all of this. I don't mind the cleanup, but it is better to remove the track. In some instances, I do have to leave the track down to do all the outlining and everything, but the sanding can be a lot messy and can create a mess on the track. So normally I remove it, but just kind of working through today and leaving it on. But I take a block of sandpaper like this. It's kind of coarse on one side, soft on another side. And I'm just going to gently go over that edging and smooth it out a little bit. Something just like this. Also, if you don't want to remove your track, you can also always tape your track. In this instance, I can tape this block of wood and kind of cover the track best that I can. But I'm just going to sand down some of that sharpness of it. And like I said, when it's finished and we apply our grass and textures to the styrofoam, it really helps it look more realistic. You just sand around. And also, you should always wear a mask too when you're also working with this styrofoam. I know I'm not right now. I'm kind of being a hypocrite. I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, but and even in this inner area, as I was saying, I'm just gonna sand that down a little bit. And I really want to get the sandpaper kind of good along the edge to keep that straight, the inner part of it. Keep that as straight as I can. So I'm going to continue to sand this out, sand around the track, lay the track all back together for the final part of this 4-foot section and show you guys how it's coming out. All right, guys, so that completes today's session of starting to build the border and edging around our track. But here's a quick view of the work that we were doing today and how it came out. And here's the edging that we created. And like I said, I just sanded it out so that it wasn't so sharp. And right here, I'm gonna come back on the next video and fill all of this in and smooth it out. But give you a good idea of how it's gonna come out and how it should look once it's done. But I thank you guys for coming out today. Thank you guys for stopping by the channel. For you guys who watched us do some of the work on the track. But we look forward to continuing our layout and continuing to bring you guys along as we build this new layout. So thanks for watching. Again, stay blessed. And thank you guys again for the subscribers that we got and helping us reach our goal. Until the next time, stay blessed and stay safe.